Welcome everyone to Mythology Academy. Today we explore one of the oldest and most powerful stories ever told, the eternal war between light and darkness. Throughout human history, light and darkness have shaped our deepest myths. They are not simply opposites, they are the pulse of existence itself. Every civilization, from Egypt to Japan, from Mesopotamia to the Norse north, has told the same story in different tongues. A cosmic battle between order and chaos, spirit and matter, creation and destruction. But behind that war lies a hidden truth about human consciousness itself. The idea of duality, that reality is split between two fundamental opposing forces, is one of humanity's most ancient and enduring concepts. It's a lens through which we have tried to make sense of a complex world, a narrative pattern that appears in our earliest attempts to explain existence itself. This primal struggle between light and darkness is more than just a cosmic tale. It is often a mirror for our own internal psychology, a symbolic language for the conflicts we experience within ourselves. In ancient Persia, this concept found one of its most influential expressions in Zoroastrianism. Here, the universe is a grand stage for the conflict between Ahura Mazda, the embodiment of light, wisdom and truth, and Angra Mainyu, Yu, the spirit of darkness, deceit, and destructive chaos. These two forces are not merely different, they are eternal adversaries, locked in a cosmic struggle that defines the flow of time and the moral choices of every individual. This powerful framework of a final judgment, heaven and hell, would profoundly influence later Abrahamic religions, embedding dualistic thought deep into the Western spiritual landscape. Yet this pattern is even older. In Mesopotamia, the Babylonian creation myth, the Enuma Elish, tells of Tiamat, the primordial goddess of salt waters and chaos, and Marduk, the young storm god who rises to represent order and structure. When Marduk slays Tiamat and shapes the heavens and the earth from her divided body, the archetypal pattern of mythic duality is born, creation emerging directly from violent conflict. This theme echoes across the globe. In the Vedic traditions of India, the Devas and Asuras, both born of the same father, are locked in a perpetual contest for control of the cosmos. And in Japan, the Shinto myth of the sun goddess Amaterasu, retreating into a cave, plunges the world into darkness, demonstrating that balance depends not just on defeating chaos, but on coaxing light back from its absence. From these ancient stories, a fundamental principle was established. The world as we know it is forged in the tension between opposing forces. In Egypt, dualism was not seen as eternal war, but eternal rhythm. Light and darkness were interdependent. The sun god Ra sailed through the sky by day, bringing light and life. But each night he descended into the underworld to face the serpent Apophis, the embodiment of chaos. Every dawn was a victory of order over darkness. Yet that victory was never permanent. Egyptians believed the universe itself survived only because this cycle continued, not because one side won. Greek philosophers transform mythic dualism into metaphysical thought. Heraclitus declared, "The path up and down are one and the same." To him, light and darkness were not enemies, but complementary, each defining the other. Even in myth, this balance remained. Apollo, the god of light, reason and order, contrasts his twin Dionysus, the god of ecstasy, madness and instinct. Together, they embody the full spectrum of human nature, the Apollonian and the Dionysian. Two forces, forever in tension, yet both necessary for wholeness. As we journey eastward, the narrative of cosmic struggle transforms. In the rich philosophical traditions of China, the relationship between light and darkness is not seen as a battle to be won, but as a fundamental harmonious dance essential to the universe's very existence. This is the principle of Yin and Yang. In this ancient cosmology, Yin represents the primordial passive force. It is the shadow, the night, the moon, and the earth. It is characterized by qualities that are receptive, cool, and internal. Think of the quiet stillness of a deep lake, the fertile darkness of the soil, or the introspective nature of meditation. Yin is the nurturing feminine energy that provides the foundation for all things to grow. Its counterpart is Yang, the active creative force. Yang is the light, the day, the sun, and the heavens. It embodies qualities that are expressive, hot, and external. It is the explosive power of a striking fist, the brilliant clarity of the midday sun, and the assertive masculine energy that drives action and expansion. But crucially, in this worldview, neither is superior or inherently good. The iconic Taijitu symbol perfectly illustrates their inseparability. Within the white swirl of Yang is a black dot of Yin, and within the black swirl of Yin lies a white dot of Yang. This signifies that each force carries the seed of its opposite. Light is most defined by shadow. Action eventually leads to rest. They are not just opposites, they are relatives, constantly transforming into one another. This concept extends into the theory of the 5 elements, or wuxing, where the cycles of generation and control are governed by the shifting balance of yin and yang. In Taoist philosophy, true wisdom comes not from choosing one side, but from recognizing their interplay in all things. The goal is not domination, but achieving a dynamic equilibrium, moving in harmony with the natural flow of the Tao, the eternal, cyclical dance of complementary forces. In the stark, windswept landscapes of the north, the cosmic struggle was not a matter of choice, but of destiny. The Norse worldview was forged in a cycle of brutal endings and hard-won beginnings, a story written in ice and fire. It all began not with light or darkness, but in a vast, silent emptiness, the Ginnungagap. This was the primordial void, a yawning abyss waiting for existence to spark. Into this nothingness, 2 opposing realms bled their essence. From the south came the searing heat of Muspelheim, the land of fire. From the north, the biting cold of Niflheim, the realm of ice and mist. At the dawn of time, these elemental forces met in the heart of the void. The fire thawed the frost, and from the dripping rime, life stirred. From their violent yet creative clash came the first being, the frost giant Ymir. He was the progenitor of a race of giants, beings of pure chaos. But from the same thawing ice, the first gods emerged, including Odin and his brothers. To bring order to the chaos, the gods slew Ymir and began the monumental task of creation. They built the cosmos from his remains. His blood became the oceans and rivers, his flesh the earth, and his great skull was raised to form the dome of the sky. But the gods built their world upon the corpse of a giant, and they knew this order was temporary. The cycle demanded a conclusion. They lived in the shadow of a prophecy, Ragnarök, the twilight of the gods. It foretold a final cataclysmic battle that would bring darkness, chaos, and their own deaths. Yet, crucially, this was not an absolute end. From the ashes of the old, a new world would rise, green, pure, and renewed, washed clean by the sea. 2 humans, Lif and Liftrasir, life and the will to live, would emerge from the world tree to repopulate this reborn earth. For the Norse, the end was never a source of despair. but a necessary and profound transformation. Across all these stories, the message repeats: light and darkness are not enemies, they are teachers. Each myth reminds us that creation requires destruction, that consciousness awakens through shadow. Without darkness, light is meaningless. Without chaos, order stagnates. The war of light and darkness is the eternal mirror of the human soul, reflecting our struggle to integrate both within ourselves. In the end, myth does not ask us to choose sides. It asks us to understand that every shadow holds a spark and every light casts a shadow. To master both is to become whole. This was Lesson 3, The War of Light and Darkness, Dual Myths Across Civilizations. Continue your journey, for mythology is not about gods alone, it is about the light and darkness within you. Thank you for watching. In our next lesson, we'll uncover the secrets of immortal legends. Until then, keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep the flame of myth alive.